Fan, det kommer bilar. I shot a roll of film on the Leica M5 and here are my favorite photos.
Can't find the words to say. Pack up, sleep. We're going away. I'm sorry we can't stay. I know you don't wanna, but hey, guess we're going on a holiday. I'll bring my.
Okay, so it was actually 1.5 roll of film. But anyway, we are driving from Vemdalen down to Stockholm, Sweden today. And I will be shooting some photos on the road and inside the car. And I will be shooting on Fujifilm 200. Var nog! Drar vi! The Leica M5, the tank, the ugly Leica camera in the family. It starts to become summer here in Sweden now, or first spring, then summer of course. But it's nice that you get to see the sun a bit more and it's not going down at 2 or 3 p.m. So when the days get longer and the days get brighter, I also take out my camera more and do more photography, which is super nice. And in a previous video with Leica Q, I was talking about freedom is the enemy of creativity and that limitations are its savior. Because I was shooting from inside of the car while I was on a road trip, actually a road trip to this place, Vemdalen, where we're going from now. And I think that topic is very interesting. A lot of people think that you need lots of gear all the time, which I think is a waste of time. And I've been seeing people that say like, yeah, well, if you're going on a shoot, you should bring always a backup camera or always a tripod or extra microphones or etc. and so on. And for me, I think that's like a waste of time and waste of energy for yourself. And you could have spent that energy on being creative instead. You should know what gear you need for that production, but if you're aiming to shoot handheld with one camera, you don't need to bring a drone, an extra tripod, a couple of lenses that you're not going to need. That's only going to take up space in your camera bag, but also in your head. So I always try to think that less is more. As a filmmaker and photographer, you always need to bring a lot of stuff and you need to think about a lot of stuff. Oh, did I remember to pack that stuff? Do I have the memory card, the battery charge and all that stuff, etc. So to add more stuff on top of that, I don't think is necessary and it just takes up a lot of headspace from you. And by the way, I just loaded a new roll in the camera. It's Fujifilm 400, which is not optimal for these settings since it's so bright outside today. So I don't have too much hope for these photos, but who gives up? I've been starting to do more and more of photography and not only video work. The last couple of years I've been doing lots of photography for myself, but it's nice that I actually got a lot of work that is only photography and not just videos nowadays, which I think is super cool. And it's great that I've been doing lots of photography for myself and that I can use that skill now in my work as well. So I think that's another angle on my creativity work, or me as an artist, to develop and dive into photography more and be better at it, which I think is cool. If I would only do filmmaking or video, I think I would be tired of it pretty soon. So it's nice to switch it up and do different kind of stuff. I also just want to touch quickly on this one, the lens of this Leica M5. This is a Summicron 35mm lens. I have a 50mm for this one as well, but I tend to use this one most of the time. And on the Leica Q, it's 28mm. And when I do my client work shooting on my Canon 5D, I tend to use my 35mm most of the time as well. So I think I start to realize like around 28 to 35, or I would say around 30, is like the perfect focal length for me and for what I'm doing. And I just like that focal length, and this is my weapon of choice. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Since this is film, I haven't seen any of the photos yet, and my expectations are not super high. But anyway, here are my favorites.